Hydration can go from flex DPS to tank. Why can't Super go?
Hydration was picked up as a tank
Why
player
can't
on
Super
the
go from tank to flex DPS?
Flame literally said the Hydration was picked up to be a tank player, or at least a flex tank player.
And
so
maybe
like,
coming into the season, they said Super is going to be a DPS player.
This narrative about him not being a tank player is very old to me. Super. Oh, it's the Genji! Super, you madman!
I love it. Feed me more of this.
I mean, this is about to be feeding Matt. Although I actually don't know which side it's going to come from here. So Super, a known Reinhardt player now on the Genji.
He's been playing it a bunch on stream.
Oh, I don't care.
And he's had success playing it on stream.
That's what a nothing burger. Super's going to play around in the middle of the map to start with. Color Hex, I mean, will be determined not to allow Super to put him to shame. And that would entail basically getting a kill on him at all.
Super's got he's closer to Blade than Color Hex is.
All right. Quicker than AKM as well, but doesn't get any kill involvements so far. It's been Striker doing most of the heavy lifting with 3 final blows early on. No, you can't be doing that to my boy Jerry.
I mean, you can. I mean, they're sitting on him at this point. As this point as well is very difficult to get back. So now that Boston's giving it up to San Francisco, they're in a world of trouble already. So you see Super there on the high ground. I want to see a Blade. Oh!
Get set the heck down by Myungbok across the map. All right,
that's a bit unlucky. That's a bit unlucky.
Okay, yeah, we'll put that one down to battle. I feel like I've walked into Lower Karazhan right now. It's like some bizarro world where nothing makes sense. So it's a 5-man setup here for the San Francisco Shock right now, and the dive has begun. The Uprising want to try and close the gap a little bit, and Smurf has already gone down. That just leaves Choi Kobin, who's been harassed this entire time by Jerry, who want to leave a pulse bomb gift for Super, who didn't fall into it. Jerry goes down to Striker, though, so still DPS is in play for San Francisco, Matthew.
Well, this is what I mean about how difficult it is to take this point back. You get the first pick off for Boston, and now you're already out. Not even a chance to really take the point. So now we'll have Dragon Blades for both teams online. Support ultimates as well.
It's time.
So really, it's just one more fight for the Shock to win this.
It's time for Cold Steel and an even colder look from Super. Dragon Blade available. Could be paired with Transcendence aggressively if Twilight wants to try and back him up. I would leave him out to dry, to be honest, and just see what he can get done on his own. Myungbok keeps tabs on him with the Discord orb right now, Matt. Super plays it safe for the time being. Self-destruct goes in. Super wants to chase down Punk for the time being, who's being healed by Transcendence.
Yeah, they got the Transcendence out of Boston. This is going to be the Blade.
Super pulls the Blade. Nowhere to go. Has a dash available, but opts not to use it. Is he a decoy, or is it something more devious than that? A couple slashes he gets on towards Fusions, who uses Primal Rage, because no one wants to die to Super as Genji. Now Color Hex gets the Dragon Blade, but he's forced into a deflate early on, and there it is! Super gets the kill on Color Hex. Assist, of course, by Twilight. 1 kill's all it takes. San Francisco at 99-0.
It's very odd to be saying Super Genji, but I mean, look at how he's played in this. He just used a Blade. He's halfway to another one. It's been quite good. Quite surprised.
Halo gets striky here, but off the point, Boston pushed, and guess what? Super ends the round with a quarter of his team's damage, Matt. He's playing very safe. He's got some good accuracy on the shurikens. 30% isn't bad when you're normally just spamming them.
No, in a weird way, it's like, okay, he's a tank coming over and playing Genji. Maybe they have a little bit of an understanding of how to coordinate their dives a little bit between him, Smurf, and Choi. That he's worked with Choi pretty extensively and understands the tank position. It is still odd to see, not gonna lie, but well, I want to see if he's able to flex over to anything else.
Play McCree, you won't. Sim to start with here. I think he just needs to play
Genji again, yeah. I mean, why would you switch off of it?
No reason not to. And you know, yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Super showed us an interesting style of Genji where you really don't take too many risks. You sit and you play for Blade, and then you pull the Blade out, and then you stand there. It's like T-posing on someone, right? No one wants to come near you. I mean, you got Dragon Blade, right? No one's going to mess with you anyway. Super is just emanating this machismo right now, and the Uprising are too afraid to test the waters.
Yeah, I mean, the point of that Blade was just to deter players from coming to the point because they triggered OT. So if he dives in, they can maybe just kind of move around him, get to the point to keep OT going. Just wanted to waste some time, but the Shock have the high ground here. So you see Punk's getting really low. They're going to get a DMAC on him.
He had a roll star for nothing. Matt Twilight sends a parting gift for Punk, and he's deep-suited in a pretty average position. Nice deep flag from Color Hex, though. He's able to punish Twilight. His accuracy being used against him, but Super again gets the counter kill with the Genji. Boston will start in control of the point, and Troy may just go for a drink.
Yes, well, actually, he's still alive. It looks like he actually made it all the way around. Yeah, he made it all the way around, and Punk now is going to... He'll probably make it back in time for the next fight. Maybe like a little bit delayed, but shouldn't make that much of a difference. Super. Building up towards that blade rather quickly yet again in comparison to Color Hex. It's like it's kind of crazy to say, but he's been able to build up that blade quite nicely.
San Francisco setting up for another dive, but they lose Violet pretty early on in the piece, and Twilight was already low by the time Jerry came a-calling. And Super will be headed back to spawn awfully quick. San Francisco just don't get off on the right foot to begin that fight.
Yeah, losing one of your supports right at the beginning, not going to be able to get much of anything going after that. So it's quite interesting to see Violet on the Brig and Twilight on the Zen. You know, you kind of think of Violet as one of like the best Zens, as well Twilight obviously. I know with the Titans last year, just an incredible player. So Super looks like he's setting up here, potentially coming from the outside with a blade.
This is very crafty, Matt. Super
it's a nice position.
Around. Violet eats a pulse bomb though early on. Super still goes in and finds Myeonbong, but it's a Dragon Blade from Color Hex. Super's found two from his blade. Yeah, he actually dashes in, doesn't have to blade. Oh no. He bladed after getting 2 kills and then just got hit in the head by Jerry. Striker Loose still alive. It has a pulse bomb, drops onto the mini health pack. Boston is still in control of the point, but now with Smurf's Primal Rage, there might be something to be done here. Smurf didn't even realize he'd landed on Jerry. And gets rid of him now, the Shock in position.
Well, what? It's Super, Smurf, and Striker. Super's able to take out both supports, and then the Primal Rage keeps Smurf alive. Striker with just great survivability on the Tracer alone, and they're able to flip the point. So now the Shock actually have a chance, because look at that, they're going to have both support ults here. They're going to have a self-destruct. Oh, well. And you won't even get a fight here if you're Boston because you lose Myeonbong from a distance. This is bad, though, for Boston because it allows Smurf to start getting towards another Primal, Super to get some more ult charge as well.
This is what playing the dive composition with the Zen is going to provide, though. You need to be very careful trying to set up. A lot of teams get caught on the wrong foot because there aren't shields. They have to break line of sight. And if they peek out like Myeonbong did there to try and find a kill, they in turn put themselves at risk of falling foul of the exact same play. Boston have a lot of ults, so does San Francisco, so expect this next fight to be a little messy. San Francisco want to try and come out ahead in the ult usage here, and that's a good start. They force the Transcendence immediately out of Myeonbong with a Pulse Bomb, and Striker is now set up to actually move into the fight undetected.
And they're going to have their rally last a little bit longer here. The Shock, you see Violet still having the effects of the rally, as though it drops there. Twilight will have the Transcendence to extend this more for the Shock.
Fusion's trying to push forward now, at least towards the back line here, but Super's found 2. Halo Myeonbong go down again. He's found both supports once more in this spot.
He came into this fight way behind Color Hex in terms of ult charge, and they are even now.
Now, in terms of their damage across the series, they differ by about 500 between the two, so not huge, and Super is faster at charging his ultimate by about 14 seconds, so that's out of a total of like, 1.5 sort of 1 minute 45 seconds.
Can he get a big blade here, though, to close it out? No support ults for Boston here.
Super comes in off the bench, a super sub in every sense of the term, and he gets 2 with 1! Super's out of control! At every position, this man is laying down the domination. Halo Myeonbong walk into the meat grinder. That's a bit of a macabre ending to the round for the Boston Uprising, but that's what you get. The San Francisco Shock are not interested in preserving your pride at all. Punk is down. Smurf makes the heavy landing, and that'll be the first map done. The weirdest experiment of our time, and I'm including Josh shaving his eyebrows, has concluded with a win for San Francisco.
Let me vote for the roll stars right now. I'm putting Super as a damage dealer roll star. First, as he gets